Hi everybody, welcome back to Jaffa Cooks, and today I'm going to be making beef and lo mein noodles. A very quick and easy, it takes around about, I'd say about 15-20 minutes to prepare. I'd say probably 10 minutes for the noodles, 5 minutes for the beef to cook off, and probably another 10 minutes to round it all up. So within about 45 minutes to an hour you could get this ready. To start, I've marinated the beef and prepared it for velveting, and that's basically just to get the beef a bit moistened up and tender. And you can look at the description below to see how the velveting process happens. It's very, very quick. Got some vegetables, julienne, got some oyster sauce, soy sauce, and some cornstarch, and that will basically generate our sauce as well. So before I go any further, do read the label for your lo mein noodles. Some take anything up to 5 minutes, some take 10 minutes. We'll be cooking ours between 8 and 10 as instructions. So I'll see you down at the wok. So just before we start, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. Click on the bell icon, share with your family, friends, and follow me on Instagram. And do message me, let me know how the recipes turn out. I'd love to hear back. Okay, so let's start cooking. Because this dish is going to take less than, I think about 10 odd minutes to put together. You can see that the wok is really hot, and you need to make sure the wok is really hot. Otherwise, the beef, once you put it into the wok, if it's not hot enough, then it will just become a stew into its own juices, and it won't taste nice. It'll become rubbery. So make sure your wok is nice and hot. I'm going to now, my water started to boil, so I'm going to pop my noodles into the hot water. Just give them a quick push down. Just make sure they're all submerged in water. Now, just to make sure my beef doesn't stew, I'm going to slowly, and this is a very hot wok, as you can see it's steaming already. I'm going to place around about half of my beef around the wok. Give my beef some time. If I just turn it over, the wok is so hot that if I just turn over my beef, you can actually see it's pretty much done. I'm just going to move them around a bit just to make sure that they all get an even cook. Do give your noodles a quick stir just to make sure that they are separated. You don't want them clogging up as one big lump. Another tip is to remember not to put all the beef in one go. And if you do, the temperature of the wok can reduce, and that's another way of stewing your beef. And instead of cooking it, it'll just basically release all its juices. I think they're good now. I know some of them are a little pink, that's fine, because we're going to cook them off again. So I'm just going to put these in separately. For the remaining noodles, I'm just going to heat the wok up again. Just have a quick check at my noodles. I'm just going to pop the rest of the beef into the wok. Spread it around, cook them off. Okay, my second portion of the beef are done. I'm just going to remove that. Okay, I'm going to strain my noodles. Okay, next I'm going to be popping in my onions, my julienne carrots, popping the garlic as well at the same time. And don't forget the wok is really hot. Give them a quick stir just to make sure that you get it evenly cooked. Same time you can pop your mushrooms in as well. And these are finely chopped mushrooms, so they should not take too long. Don't forget that the beef has been cooked and it's sitting to one side. The mushrooms look as if they're nearly done. Now pop in the cabbage. And cabbage needs to be a little crispy, so I'm not going to overcook it. Now I love a bit of chili in my food. I've got some smoked chili here, which I've picked up, but I have removed the seeds. Now, it's not mandatory for you to use chili. I just like a little spice in my food and life, so I'm just going to pop some chili. I've taken the seeds out of these, and I've left them large, like julienne, so that if my children or my grandchildren who are here today don't want chili, they can always remove those. Right, now introduce the beef back to to the vegetables. This is where everything's just going to happen automatically. It's just all going to come together. Colour's looking good. There's my spring onions. A little bit of red in there. There's some green, some orange, and it should taste really, really nice. Now don't forget my noodles have come off. I'm going to pop those in my wok. Now the secret is not to move them too much. The final part is basically to bring the sauce, which is the oyster sauce, soy sauce, cornstarch, and I'm going to just pour it around the edges to start with, to give it that heat, and then slowly introduce it into the middle. Introduce it slowly so that the wok temperature doesn't change. See, the cornstarch will allow the soy sauce and oyster sauce to thicken up and become a bit of a gravy, whilst clinging to the noodles as well, which gives it that additional taste. So I'm just going to leave that to heat up for the next couple of minutes, and I'll plate up to serve, and I'll see you back at the serving counter.